Track 7 is Wait Your Kid Here, and this one began on one of my trips to England. So when I moved to Romania a long time ago, years ago, and since moving to Romania, my trips. I mean, I always said I would never leave England, and since leaving England, it's been okay. Basically, okay. I feel very, very at home here, and love the place, love the people. But I do have when I go home to England, those are quite emotional. They're emotionally draining. They're kind of mostly ups, I think, but they're quite intense emotionally, and especially like landing there and going to and staying at old places and stuff has this emotional intensity to it. And I went there and I was in the bathroom, and in the bathroom there was the boiler. No, it wasn't a boiler. It was like a gas counting machine. If you can imagine, the gas goes into the machine and the counter ticks over, and it was making these ticky rhythmical ticks. And I was just sitting there in silence after a day of flying and all sorts of stuff and kids and whatever, and just hearing that ticking over and making these this sort of music, and it was a real intense. It was an intense experience because of the context for it. And so this track it's half that, and then about halfway, for out of nowhere, it switches to a string quartet impersonating what the boiler was doing with the pitches it's doing it and stuff like that. And of course it's imperfect because it would be, but the imperfections are part of the fun of it. The track title. So we were walking past. There's a school in Cluj which will remain nameless, and it's an international school. And as we were walking past the exit door, they said there was a sign up saying it was what the sign was trying to do was asking parents, and I know this from being a teacher myself, you don't want parents to come into the school really unless except in like a controlled way. You basically want the parents to wait outside, and then the kids come in a controlled fashion. And so the message was supposed to say, please, we know you're excited to see your children, but please, would you do us the courtesy of wait outside? But it didn't translate properly, and it translated instead as simply wait your kid here, which doesn't even, it's not even grammatically accurate. It's just very funny. It's funny having it on a fancy international school on the outside of the building.